And there's 4 minutes left to go, guys.
Can we go anytime?
Yeah, you guys can go.
It's untimed, so...
No one cares about us?
Yeah. It's untimed, so...
Unless we finish first. Your match can be timed. Because theirs isn't the final tech.
This is not the final. I don't think it'll matter because it's Brobots against Double Decimator, so I don't see it taking too long.
I just hate it when their face is up like that, or sharp. Every time you touch them, they just...
I want to know why sometimes the volume on the TV that is playing our live stream seems to be loud, and sometimes it
just
doesn't.
takes us.
It's kind of weird.
Must be the timbre of my voice.
Well, Jerry was just saying if he's playing on stream, he likes it when it's the two of us commentating because we're both soft-spoken and he can't hear us properly, so he just shuts us out, whereas Calvin is loud, so he gets distracted by what Calvin is saying.
Well, when we eventually research table headset mics instead of a table mic.
Yeah, I want to get lapel mics.
Well, proper lapel mics, or fancy.
Well, headsets are fine, but I don't know. I think lapel mics
will do a job.
Be better.
Yeah, it will be better.
And we use them for interviews and whatever. So, Kato's ability is that he can steal a focus
or an evade
from a friendly ship within range 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So Palop can steal it from an enemy ship, and then Kato could steal it from him, or some other combination of things.
Or some of us smuck.
He can take it from someone else who doesn't have a shot or whatever.
So I'm going to just take Calvin's ion tokens now, because I know he's already got some and he doesn't need more. He probably doesn't want an IG card either, so...
Probably not.
I think that Calvin definitely wants to donate everything that he wins to me.
Calvin, did you win one of these last night?
I have one.
But you didn't win one last night?
There wasn't one.
Oh.
Or misplaced someone.
I don't feel bad for not turning up now.
I don't feel bad that we've misplaced stuff in the past then. Or misplaced by some light-fingered staff members.
Okay, so so Calvin has initiative then?
Yes.
Alright, and
again, hates the stream, so deployed in the top corner.
Anyone does it to me, I need to do it to you.
deployed in this corner, which is where the scoreboard is, and
Oh joy, so the entire action from this game is going to take place.
that's fine. We don't need a scoreboard because we know who they are.
4s, or are you adaptability to 4? So bump master to 2. Everyone else is coming down to a 4 though. Okay.
Oh, there's things going on in the other game already.
Yeah.
They're going to be done. They'll be just racing through it because they don't really want to be here. But the winner gets extra prize, extra store credit of the third place player.
If you're Calvin, what do you kill first? Whatever target is presented to you.
Yes.
You just kill stuff. Over and over again until you've won.
Yeah. Yeah, if Palop happens to be there, great. But
I wouldn't sacrifice positioning to try and kill Palop.
no. He's not that annoying. I mean, the Bump Master and Payoff are the ones that can spoil your torpedo fun, but yeah, whatever you get a chance, you pretty much will fire your ordnance and try and fire them both at the same thing and kill it.
So, down to 2 for Bump Master.
Yep. Wants to make sure he can get in the way. And then does put the rest to 4 because there's no reason
Not to.
not to. Might as well have them all at the same.
It was like 4 or 5 hours ago. I've been eating chips all day.
So it's only 6:05.
Yeah.
Might get out
I've
of
only
here
been
by
up for
7:30.
12 hours.
12 hours.
Got dogs to walk. Jill was had to leave early this morning. She had a 10k. She was volunteering to help hand stuff out at the start, and she ran and she won the. She was first woman,
Wow.
and she beat her personal best. So
Oh.
well done, Jill. I know you're probably not watching because you hate me and don't support me in anything I do, other than financially and with love. You know she is listening. She's gonna kill me when I get in.
She's just lurking in the chat.
Yeah.
So off we go with the final. Dials are being placed.
KG, but Cageson. So it's a nice placement for Zuckus that I like. Just
Ah.
no way that he can get focused down early without massive repositioning from Ian, which would leave him massively out of position for torpedoing us. So Calvin 100% learned from the mistakes we saw the first time he played this list.
Well, stating the obvious, but a sign of a good player to learn from your mistakes.
What are you talking about? The sign of a good player is to just repeat blaming your dice on everything and just keep losing.
Yeah, the new Protectorate fighter
Yeah, it's what's good.
has a
It's-
PS9 Ace.
I
that
honestly
looks
think
good.
it's going to come down to the type of play you are, if you're willing to take the risks or if you're going to fly it as an arc dodger.
Oh, I'm going to be testing that bad boy out.
Over and over again.
Predator. No, not even Predator. Zero. You got one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I was playing a new player and they did some like weird stuff that I wouldn't
Rich,
expect.
the first time I played Rich and he beat me, he just did some really crazy stuff that I was like, why would you even do that? What was your? I don't understand this. What do you mean you? Now he just beats me because I'm bad, but no, he's
Right.
flying Imperial A-holes. Although I am tempted to run Imperial A-holes at him and just try to see if I'm actually good enough to steamroll him.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the movement dial for that Protectorate fighter, but I think they've probably learned from past mistakes that you can't give that kind of a fighter a really terrible dial.
What do you mean, Seek and Star Viper? past mistakes.
Mistakes have been made.
So,
But,
a defensive opening from Calvin, doing the hard turn down the table, which I actually like it with his positioning, as something's going to get left behind. And the quote that Ian always performs, turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not overly aggressive with Zuckus. No. Barrel roll into a table and forwards. Don't know if I'd have liked.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to like leave Zuckus behind and just face the list with the 2 jump masters. And given the positioning of Ian's list, Zuckus can't get focused down by all of them because the bump master and Y-wing are right at the top.
So Ian here does this all the time. You check range because he knows where the maneuver template's going to place you from placing those moves. If you put the range rower down at that angle, he knows whereabouts his different moves will put him.
Cloak is good.
So that's why Ian always checks range.
Yeah. I mean,
It's nothing illegal about it. You're allowed to.
you are allowed to check to see if you're in range to fire.
Yep. Technically, you should declare which ship you're checking from and which ship you're checking to, and then it really should be placed in a straight line between those 2.
That's true.
So,
Well, I didn't need to declare which ship I was checking to because I wasn't after a target. I was checking for shooting.
Right, so you got to declare which ship that you're going to try and shoot at. See if you're
I'm gonna check.
well,
range
you
here
can
and here
check
and
range
here.
to the ships to see,
Yeah.
and then decide which one you're going to shoot at.
Yeah. It's fine. There's nothing wrong by the rules of what you're doing. It's just the process in which you're doing it. But yeah, it's one of those, being a very methodical player, doing it in that specific way when you know the different manoeuvre dials through having played that ship, and even if you just sit there with it in front of you on the table, and
Yeah, there's certain things like that. People who will use their fingers
see that's
to measure,
not allowed.
but like
Yeah.
not like properly just actually measuring out, but kind of have their hand
Yeah.
and kind of try and judge.
Not. It
I don't know. For me, that's pushing the
it
boundaries.
is. I don't like it, but what do you do?
Yeah, you play the game enough, you get a feel for the maneuvers anyway. So, is it actually going to be any more accurate if you kind of?
This is the move I expected after the barrel roll from Zuckus.
No one expects the 2 sloop left.
Well, just because of the barrel roll from Zuckus, I had to assume that it was gonna.
I would love the defeat. That was close.
Well, he didn't want to go and face the whole list
You don't want to.
with
Yeah,
the
you don't.
2.
You don't want to fly into the jaws of the BTL Y-wing, the Bumpmaster, and the rest of his shooting.
And you can get, probably get off 2 torpedoes. If you're lucky, you kill one of the bigger ships, or you kill one of the small ships. But then you're in not such a good position for the following turns.
But so I don't feel like this was the turn to do the salute. That's why I wouldn't have done the barrel roll with Zuckus. I would have gone forwards again, stayed out of range, because that would have guaranteed you a shot on the target that you wanted.
Well, they're both being pretty cagey.
No, the moves he has available to him aren't as appealing.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Forcing those other guys to play another game of X-Wing. Third place playoff.
Either one of them can concede at any time.
That's true. They won't do that.
We're not holding a gun to their head.
Never surrender.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry. Do you want me to keep the roll? Do you want me to keep it? That's why it's easier to give you the choice.
Now I wish you had
No cheap fraction.
He's good.
The cloaking device is still active.
Yeah.
Just means I can't verify the result. Is all I'm saying.
It's the final, and that's the third place playoff.
still doing the jump.
He is dead, so I do not get to.
This guy gets
He gets the boost whenever I select.
Yeah, the options available now, especially for that blue jump master, is not amazing.
I don't know where there's no good option for Calvin now. He's just got to get Zuckus into a fight. And
Yeah.
right, luckily, as we've discussed in the past, Ian's West doesn't output a massive amount of damage in a big spike, so he can survive this positioning. And so Calvin might have some cunning plan that I'm not seeing.
Well, Power-Up's gonna be decloaking, you would assume.
I
And
would probably decloak forwards.
if he decloaks forwards or right, then hard ones left with those jump
fact,
masters might be okay.
I'd actually be tempted to decloak left. And,
That's true.
and tighten up the formation. He'd be behind the lines to make sure he can't get in the bubble for the TLT, and it takes pay level away from Zuckus.
You would think so.
Flew off the board one day because I didn't want to be large. And I'm like, dialed it in.
Yeah, there's a few options here.
That's definitely, if I was Ian, that's definitely the play I would be looking at. But Calvin, obviously his dials are set, but I feel like Zuckus needs to be in the exchange at the same time as these jump masters.
Yeah.
He can't afford a turn sitting around.
Yeah. That's why I liked that barrel roll.
Like barrel rolled back out. So if he hadn't barrel rolled at all, he would have still been in the same position.
Did he?
Yeah. And it would have given him an extra turn, so he would have had
Well, I guess he
basically a
had.
base length.
Did he barrel roll forwards though?
He would have moved forward.
Yeah. Because I guess he was just using them for a little bit of extra forward movement. He's still good. It's coming in from the outside. Definitely lots more action going on in the third place game.
So decoats forwards.
Okay.
So Ian does tend to decoat forwards with his ship just because he wants to make sure that he's in the range.
Yeah.
It's an aggressive move, but I feel like protecting payload might have been more beneficial. But we'll see from the rest of the positioning and where Calvin chooses to go. I do have the option here that two pump masters could quite easily 2 or 3 bank back the way we came. and hope that Ian's turned in hard. That's the only play I can see Calvin. I didn't want to say
Yeah.
while dials were still being placed, but
Yeah. Oh, looks like he just did a little 1. Let's see if that fits. It looks like it does. So I guess he's hoping to take that Y-wing out of commission.
looks close to range 2.
Depends what the Y-wing did.
As in, for Pale, I'm stealing the token.
Right.
But if I was Calvin, I would be giving Pale a choice of protecting himself from Zuckus, or by doing a green move with Zuckus.
Oh, sorry. It's just like he's looking at you like he's listening while he's making his decision. Like,
I'm talking about a ship that's not even moving at the moment.
I know. I was
So-
like, just like, I was just trying to.
So,
Like, I didn't know what.
Calvin's probably, if he brings Zuckus in with green move for target lock,
Mm.
and then in fact he doesn't have K4, so I'm just talking rubbish. But yeah, I'd take the focus with Zuckus in the hope to give Pale a choice to take that one and protect himself.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we'll wait and see. There's many options.
Yeah.
So the Hawk hasn't moved yet, so
Yeah.
you've got to assume that it's going forwards or a hard turn.
There goes K2.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta do some calculations here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And the Y-wing. What did he do?
It's just forwards. It's got to be keeping his pack together. Yeah. 3 forwards.
Looks like it's still at range 2, I think, for a torpedo in the face. And just going to 1 bank. Which just squeaks him around there.
Yeah.
So
I didn't focus on it's your call whether you want.
Good guy, Calvin. Gives him the take back on the focus. So it was the bank. That's what I expected.
with the Bumpmaster, he actually did a 3 straight. And did he take a target lock? I can't remember what he did action
No,
wise.
it's a focus token. He took the focus. It's just above the top corner.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
I
just
see
about
it.
make it out.
So yeah, it was a 3 straight from the Bumpmaster. Pale up, decloaked forwards, and then did a 1 bank to end up just next to the Bumpmaster. Kato just did a little forward.
So this is
Y-wing.
what I was talking about. If you take the focus action with Zuckus now, you're rolling a potential 5 dice attack into Pale
Yeah.
so you give him a hard choice.
Yeah.
So that's what I would be doing. So. And there we go. So that's exactly what he does.
Just so I can check.
You can check range to any of them. Yeah, yeah.
Well, do a maneuver. It may not work. Yeah, we could have a gentleman's fight. And if he lands on the rock, he still hits him.
He's got to go.
Alright, let's fires on Payload.
Roll your damage for the rock.
Fires on Payload. Have an extra die.
I'm bad at it.
3 hits.
That game is over. Oh.
So it's 1 shield and 1 damage onto Pale.
Spent one of his focus tokens.
Draw 3 cards. Oh, double hit.
So, Bill.
Another double hit. Next turn. Another double hit. Draw the last 3 for the last 2 damage. Double hit.
Alright, I'm gonna go give
So
extra prizing.
Bill beat Alex, so Bill's double decimator list comes in 3rd place in the Player of the Year against Alex's Brobots. Icon did work.
The game with decimators goes down fast.
Sounds like you used more.
Are you dead now? And he said, no. I still got 1 hit. And I was like, what about at the end of this movie phase?
No. Oh, here we go. Here's my normal. And I will take 1 strike.
So Paylob shooting.
We didn't really take it super seriously.
Which is evaded with one shield from which one?
4.
The silver. Yeah. Iron Warrior, sorry.
Is that range 2 thing?
They're in the second fire before they finish.
That's range 2.
Sure, no.
This one is range 2 of the base. Yeah, but he's restricted. So, yeah. Oh, sorry.
How many were flipped?
Buy me a copy of it.
Yes.
I just messaged Tammy and she's like, just do it.
Well, anyways.
2 hit.
Okay.
Some good shooting there.
So what did I miss?
You saw the 2 damage go onto Paylob.
Yeah.
There's been 3 damage onto the silver Jumpmaster from Paylob's TLT and Kato's basic shot.
And now the Y-Wings.
And then now Y-Wing looks like
Continuing.
it's just got crit eyeball, it looks like. Yeah.
Spins that.
Oh, if he's blank out. Oh, double evade. So what he needed on this shot. So if he blanks out that one, a crit gets through.
Yeah.
So the last shield.
And a damage.
And
So
half
half
points. Yeah.
And that was on the silver one.
Yeah.
Plasma torpedo guy.
Yeah. So out of the 2 of them, probably the one that Calvin wants to die first if one of them has to.
Putting Rebel captive on it, just announced to everyone, like, you should go after this ship first. And that was the way it went.
I was actually going to, but because of the rebel captain stressing me, I couldn't return immediately.
And this.
Fly forward into
Do you want to take the result that was out there? I thought it was a hit. No, it goes in here. We'll just, or sorry, no, I mean, rolls go in here.
But then I kept, you know,
And that'll just go for any more bounces, just so it's
So you just knocked over the hit.
Whoa, why did you change that? Oh, guidance chips? Guidance chips, okay. Only mattered because, hey,
Yep, so
That was on the Y-Wing.
yep, 3 shields from the Y-Wing.
I mean, I enjoyed running the energies, but yeah,
I made my sister buy me the second one. She's like, what did I buy you for
sorry.
this?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I need a decimator for Netflix. And then I brought all of my stuff to my sister. She thought that I had a decimator.
So range 2 on the Y-Wing. And Bumpmaster takes another damage. It's on the silver one, I think. That was 1 damage on the silver one just then, yeah.
So, for those people who are interested, Ed Horn finished 17th in the Pittsburgh Regionals, so just outside the cup, first loser. It looks like almost everybody ID'd.
Oh, really?
It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, looks like we're 14. Oh, sorry. Yeah, would have been 14 IDs, something like that.
14 players who ID'd, 7 games,
7 games ID'd.
and they all,
Took
I
the
guess,
point. Yeah.
one that didn't.
One that didn't would have been, looks like Jeremy Howard, who could have, whether the player who didn't take it or not, we'll never know. There is a modified win, so it could be the modified that was up there that got paired down or something, so couldn't. Oh.
Well,
So this is the turn where I was actually worried for Calvin from the positioning from his opening, because although the Bumpmaster doesn't have a good move to block Calvin's moves just because of the rock positioning, I don't see where Calvin's going this time.
well, the blue one's not so bad.
No, the blue one is pretty good, but
That silver
I
one.
don't feel like the Silver Iron Warrior Scout can get out.
He has fired 1 of his torpedoes, but only did the 3.
So he's got a target look on payload and fire control, so
Good K-turn. It depends on.
well, the Hawk has 0 repositioning, so a K-turn guarantees you a shot on it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's where's that Bumpmaster going? Where's the probably not far. Where can that silver one go? Probably not far.
Ideally, you want to bump into something with the silver one to reduce shots.
Yeah.
Probably the Y-wing.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Instead of using the advanced cloak, I'll take the cheaper one because then I can have
Yeah, I think I know what I would do.
Yeah,
and the fire control.
I think so. But we'll wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
When you cloak or decloak, you get an UA token. So the problem is that it's just playing with this part of the game that nobody's really good at, and that's sort of the anticipation of where your opponent's going to be.
It's a bit of a mess in there.
Only a little bit. Exactly how Ian likes it.
How to keep it in a mess. That's what he's thinking about.
You are now cloaked, and what it does is it gives you 2 additional green dice when somebody shoots at you. So if you're at range 3, that's 5, plus you've got a free token from the Stygian Particle Accelerator. If you cloak or you go into or out of, and
Yep, that's what this list does.
So it's hard at the minute, guys, because obviously we're trying to not talk too much when dials aren't down. So Ian's being very precise with his dials. So what's of dead air? Sorry.
He's got to think. There's a lot of things moving and moving at different PS, because the Bumpmaster will go and then the 2 scouts and then the rest of Ian's ships. So there are things to consider.
I know what I would do with Pale up here. It's pretty easy. Your choice is between using his gun or using his ability.
Yeah. And realistically, I don't think he's using his guns.
If you play against players who are really good with it now, it's impossible to block a cloak phantom, whereas before you could block a cloak or cloak phantom. Because you have to do the boosted barrel. And so the trick is that you can just force them to stay in that position, in that state of being cloaked, by saying, well, there's a rock over there.
We shall see.
You should also note down that
He's going to be a cloak phantom. He may have 4 aces, but I'm going to shoot at him anyway. He's not going to be able to shoot back. And whatever his ID,
extra munitions and the plasma was spent.
Yep.
he doesn't do that. He just stays in this position and it turns. And because there's a ship up here that he can't cloak into. It just goes straight and stops. So it depends on how you play it. It's sort of a minor nerf, but it's
I'm glad this is untimed. Get more than 3 rounds in.
As long as you remember to do it.
a super competitive environment. And people are going to call you on it. You say you were going to be slow, and people are going to respond. This stuff is going to be
So 3 bank left.
Coming out of the silver one.
Coming out with the silver one.
That's the reason why I had never phone spam, because I would predict forever to remember. Except for the Shocky Falconville that I have with the Ion projector. You're gonna part Jake.
Hey Bill,
You're gonna stay there.
Jacob says well done for playing so well with your 2 decimators.
Not well enough though. Not well enough.
I came in and blasted 2 of these events.
Allow me to escort you off. Like,
Well,
keep pretending all you want.
he was coming back after, so I ionized him, so he ran into so he could shoot.
So unsurprisingly, the Bumpmaster is not moving very much. I'm trying to figure out exactly where. It's super awkward with hard turning the large base ships and bumping.
Especially the hard one's ridiculous for.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So that's
Oh no, I knew from experience with these guys, and I'm putting him back before I yanked that with 1 marker.
there we go.
Well, congratulations on 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that blue one couldn't swoop left and wouldn't want to anyway. And swoop right was a possibility, but I think it's better to prepare for next turn
Yeah, I don't think
positioning. So yeah, unsurprisingly,
A hit
8PL
from the
hits
APL and a hit from the rock.
and the rock. So a very effective block.
He was going down anyway, so it probably won't matter because you'll have other guys not getting shots.
Houndstooth. So YBC6.
Oh yeah.
So depending on what Caleb does, that might be the end of the silver one.
Swingline repaint.
Yeah, I feel like Calvin's pulled enough space with the blue one to hopefully get some shots off.
No, looks like Kato's.
Well, even if Kato bumps, it
I don't
means that he
think-
guarantees the Y-wing doesn't bump.
I don't think he's bumping. That's close, but
Repaint ever was the Space Cow.
I don't know. I think the Y-wing, depending what it does.
So it's like Kato bumped the back corner of a bump master.
Yeah. And Ian's getting phone calls.
Do you want to flip the dial for the Hawk for him, Calvin? Because it doesn't have any repositioning.
I'll just let
Cal.
him do it.
Anything else? What?
Basically dead, so.
Does he have like a thing?
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Sorry, I just yeah, no, I was just making sure I actually moved the correct because I was like, wait a minute, did I just pick up the spent dial?
And there is the K-10.
Yeah.
Nobody is surprised to see.
No one at all.
Get an extra die.
So, 4 dice from Zuckus on Paylob. I think he's gonna keep that
Hit,
roll.
hit, crit, crit.
That's a guaranteed crit.
See what he rolls.
And it looks like a dead.
No, he's got 2 eyeballs. He's got to focus. So 2 crits.
Correct hit? Correct hit? No, stun 2 crits. What?
2 crits.
Yeah.
Mother.
So,
Oh, that's the direct hit.
yeah, there you go.
I was like, I got
So
it.
that's a dead fail.
So Paylob is dead, but between the Y-Wing and Kato, that's gonna be a dead
Yeah.
Silver Scout.
Let's give it Church. The headhunter the first go. 1 hit.
Evaded.
Primary with the Y-Wing. Still right.
1 hit. Reroll it.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. I would have been so mad when both sides of the cock were deaf.
He's dead.
I want to give it
Anyways.
down. Primary on the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
Roll it in the thing. Get a target lock.
Fire.
And then not using the target lock.
he didn't have one.
No, as in he just spent a focus token.
Oh, I see.
So
So 1 damage.
Single or 2?
2 hits.
So 2 damage. So yeah, dead scout.
this is a dead payload. The Zuck is still on the table. It's a trade you can afford to make.
The Y-Wing is half dead.
Yeah.
Zuckus just took a couple.
I think Calvin's played Zuckus extremely well so far this game. I feel like he could have bought himself an extra turn with the scouts, but it hasn't necessarily not worked out or worked out. There's still time yet. It'll be interesting.
The Bump Masters.
Not in a position to do its job.
Well, it's not got Payob now to bump up against and
Yeah.
maintain position. And there's a rock directly ahead of it.
Yeah. From this angle, the hard one to the right might not clip that rock.
Yeah,
I think that's the only move you can really do. Zuckus has to go forwards. So
yeah. Two. Hard to tell. I think a two would be okay as well.
that's well, yeah, from the actual looking at the table rather than the monitor.
But we will let them decide.
The table to make the dice go really bad.
You're not touching my dice. Special dice.
Yeah, you don't want to touch the special dice. Not with
I've
table
ruined
dice.
too many dice.
Is this? You have your own?
I don't feel like there's a good option for target priority for Ian there. You've got to just take move shots so you get on the target easier.
Yeah.
As there's still Protons and Boba Fett left.
Yeah.
So that should be a dead Y-wing at some point. Then if you're going to Boba something off the Bump Master, what do you take? Anti-pursuit or intel? Take out the player skill part of it and take out anti-pursuit lasers, or do you force him to outfly you and take out intel?
If you're taking it because you're firing your protons,
At that point, he's probably dead. So.
well, I think you take the APL because
I agree.
the
It's bumping
intel
into
part,
it.
yeah, part of the intel is in order to be able to force them to bump you and get the APL.
Yeah.
And if they've already fired their torpedoes at that point, then they bump you and neither
Nothing
of you
happens.
shoots, so
Yeah.
it's less good.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
So
Too hard,
turning
I
into a position that the Bump Master is currently occupying.
Yeah.
So good
So
move.
there is that too.
Yeah. So well played by Calvin there, but it's going to be nigh on impossible for Ian to occupy that space.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough room between. It's close.
Push them forward.
It's
This minute.
Might squeeze back there, but
he'll be able to do. The problem is he won't be able to go as far back as he wants to, but he has to complete the barrel roll.
That's why I was like, you nudged him forward. No, not that much.
No.
So what's the rule? If I can't roll
You,
where
no,
I still
you have to roll in the direction.
yeah.
Yeah,
Choose your role, but you haven't.
because
yeah.
you choose to barrel roll right, not
Yeah.
to barrel roll backhand right.
Yeah.
Change where, but
You can fit a barrel roll right, so you must do a barrel roll right.
Which is
at
why
this
I
point.
wouldn't have declared it.
Well,
You're never
If
going to
it
get far
fit.
enough back. I don't think there was any chance of it fitting.
well, it's obviously close enough to make the call.
Yeah.
So, what's this? Hard left one? Positive
2.
two.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you your. Should have stuck with one.
Yeah.
Looks like a K10.
Yeah. So I think the mistake Ian made here was trying to be a bump master when he didn't need to.
Oh,
Especially if you've just done that move. If you know you've dialed that in, why bother? 'Cause
he's
that
trying
does that not bump too hard? I'm almost certain.
It will, probably, but he'll still then have a shot on the Y-wing, which could kill it before it gets to fire. If he was able to block Zuckuss from moving at all, then he may just not have a shot
Yeah.
and might take a damage from the APL. So I can see why.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
My guy to make sure there's no bumping, or because if he bumps him, it's very relevant.
so slots in. Was that a bump on
Not that.
nothing at all? Okay. So it was just enough space
Alright.
for him to fit.
That has advantage range 1 target lock shot. I'll take the primary of Wiley. Have an extra die.
Why does he have a target lock? He shot payload last turn. He doesn't have.
I have a target lock here.
Okay.
Remember?
But you just said,
I shot,
thought
spent
you-
the focus.
no, I.
Yeah,
thought you
no,
just
but
said he can take his target lock shot.
No, he's talking about your guy. So calm down, it's okay.
No, I didn't say target lock shot. I said I'm just going to
Yeah,
take
Kato can.
I'm
He
going to
said.
take the
I thought you
five
said
dice.
he's
I'm
going
just
to
going to
take
take
his
the
target
5
lock
dice
shot.
shot.
I'm like, what?
No, 5 dice shot.
Oh, nothing. Okay, that makes up for the crap.
That's probably going to cost me.
All right.
So now it's sorry.
Well, now primary from my headhunter, who's really should have taken the focus. 3 eyeballs.
One evade.
So one shield.
What's that range 3 on the other guy? Okay, starting with the primary. Here's
So a big weight of fire. One
And on that blue guy.
evaded.
Evaded.
One hit is not evaded. So down to 2 shields on the blue one.
I'm going to just start doing some damage.
God, that would have been a beautiful round if I had one back.
What comes into your jump?
I think Calvin actually forgot his action with Zuckuss. If there was no contact.
For what?
He was still stressed.
Oh, still stressed. Okay.
So he's spending this?
Explains a lot.
Taking the target lock?
Yeah, I'm moving it. I already moved it.
Well, you've got one.
That's 5 control systems.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I said I took the target lock after the 5 control systems.
It's so hard to see the 13s.
Alright, so the
So
shot.
protons on a Bumpmaster.
9 dice in a row with nothing. Lock.
Yeah.
It's all shields though, so.
You know what? You can't bitch when you get that kind of stuff. It's like that was a 4 crit. After your double crit took out payload.
So how many evades is that?
1.
So 3 shields.
Yeah.
And extra munitions spent.
Yep. be an interesting round.
Yeah. Bump Master's now facing away. But
2v2 or 3v1? 2v2 or 3v1? Oh, it's... Jeez. Kill that guy instead. To him.
so shooting at the blue scout, range 2. Was that one? One went through. So one more shield from the blue scout.
It's a,
So yeah,
a tightly poised game. You've got to feel like Zuckus is going to be a telling factor, but
well now pretty much everyone's stressed. Kato, the Y-Wing, Zuckus, all stressed.
Kato's not stressed.
Is he not? I thought
No, that
he...
was on Zuckus.
I thought he K-turned.
No.
I thought, yeah, I don't know, I thought they all K-turned that round. Remember now, he did that hard too. Because we were talking about the Bump Master trying to get in
Yeah.
the way and then
Yeah.
him doing the hard two. So Calvin's dials are down. Ian just has. Is he deciding Kato? Oh no, Calvin's got one dial to place.
No, they've both got one, I think. Unless
There's the
Calvin's
Y
covering
wing.
up.
Calvin's got one in his hand. I think Ian's placed his dials. It's gotta be Scum. Love Scum. Favorite faction?
Imperials. And I hate it for being Imperials because it relies on green dice.
You hate the
And I
fact
hate
that
green
your
dice.
favorite faction is Imperials
Yeah.
because of the green dice.
Yeah.
But then if you played like ships and factions where the green dice weren't relevant, you wouldn't be able to complain about them. And that's your favorite thing.
I don't think I can. I joke about them because this is what we do a few times a week. But I try not to complain too much in the game.
But now you've got a company called Dice Hate Productions, and you wear shirts that say it, so it's like always there in the open.
I don't, but it's not complaining. That's just product placement.
That's
right?
subtle.
Yeah. I hate dice whether they roll good or bad now. It's too. The hatred goes too deep.
Greedo. Greedo's awesome.
Greedo shot first. Fired. Get out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
looks like he wants
Takes
to
the focus.
try and do something about that Y-wing. So unsurprising.
So I think this is a good move from Calvin, because if
Does he take damage? Does.
yeah,
So one shield off Kato. Kato? I don't even know.
Kato Lichos,
Kato?
Kato.
Kato?
Yeah, so if Ian was overly aggressive, Zuckus fits in behind him. If he wasn't, the torpedo bolt gets to open up and just kill him.
And it looks like he chose option B.
But it's good, it clears the stress off. It's what needed to happen.
Yep. He'll take shots from Kato and the Bumpmaster.
Sorry, except for start with the Y-wing.
So spent the focus to make it 2 hits. Takes the damage. So that's 1 on the hull. Okay, so the blue scout lost its last shield and took 1 on the hull.
I mean, especially after
And now he has a choice. I think range 3 on the scout. And he's going for it. One more damage. Okay.
So
Torpedo. And okay.
Oh, I was like, why didn't you just use guidance chips? Ha! It's blank now. Anyways, that's 2 hits
hit,
and
hit,
crit.
crit. Gets
Don't worry,
through.
that'll be double because it's the final and it matters. Oh, major oh, but it may be. Oh, it lives.
Does it live?
I'm going to lose him, and I don't really see anything else to so I'm just going to bubble him.
Good choice. Good choice by Calvin. Gets rid of the TLT because he's it's the last proton, so it's the last guaranteed crit.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
this guy range.
So since the Y-wing lived,
I needed that one of those TLTs to go through to give me a
This
chance.
guy didn't go through. He didn't have a chance. This is why we got to shoot again. Twice. Now I'll get the 3rd shot.
so 2 hits. That's 1 more, so 2 hull remaining on the blue scout, but he's now spent his ordnance.
One more, was it? Sorry, or 2 more?
Yeah, he's got 2 remaining.
Yeah.
So
That takes the teeth out of Ian's waist quite heavily.
but still in the balance.
Yeah.
Zuckus has taken
1, I think.
2. Yeah.
2. Oh.
Shields.
Yeah.
Okay.
TLT is gone from the Y-Wing.
In fact, I'm just going to delete VGL because that makes it
Not
clearer.
relevant anymore. Boba Fett does his job.
It's like heresy.
So his armor looks stupid.
It's a good job Boba Fett's not here to hear you say that. You'd Boba Fett away your beating heart.
Disintegrate.
It is scum. There's disintegrations that are allowed.
So, Bumpmaster 1 shield left. Kato 1 shield left. Y-Wing 1 hull left. Versus Scout with 2 hull, no munitions, and Zuckus
I don't want to
2
talk
shields.
until all the dials are dying, but there's some pretty, I think, obvious moves for Calvin that I'd want to do to grab some points now and get positioning.
Yep.
Ian's got a hard job positioning this game now because his list is all spread out and pointing in what can soon be the wrong direction. I hate having to talk this quietly.
Well, I'm gonna let him decide.
Hopefully the mic's picking us up okay. I've
Sure
not
it
heard
is.
myself on the TV for a while, so
It seems to go up and down. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
You're ready?
So, I think that was a 3 bank.
that's what I would have done. I feel like the K turn followed by the 3 bank is the moves Calvin wants to do.
The moves you want to do.
That's what I would do. That will block off a 3 bank. It's fine, it's just one less ship to shoot at the scope.
What if he gets the APL damage?
Oh, that's just as good.
Because I can only assume Kato would be doing a 1 bank left.
If you're not sure, you need to call a judge over before you start putting stuff down.
I mean, it's not clear. Oh, it gets out of it. Damn it.
So no damage.
I would have rather taken a shot. Because you would have had a range 1. 3 dice modified.
Yeah, this one's mine now. It's on my side. Like, this is never going to leave like range 1 or so of the board. So.
So, Y-Wing.
It's red.
Unhinged.
You put them hinged.
He does have unhinged.
Unhinged. Relevant. Yeah, actually that's 2 bank. which
It's green.
is green. Yeah. Sentry Box Player of the Year. This is the final of a series of 4 events over the course of the year.
Oh, over the course of 12 months,
Yeah, that's a year.
but not the year.
Not a calendar year, but it's a year. It's taking a focus. So, K10.
Yeah.
And then, presumably,
Shoot cattle.
cannot shoot the Y-wing. Alright, so Kato takes so now some quick mental math to decide
Always out of dice.
even if you're
Always.
not modified and the defender is
Always.
modified.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Always.
I got a couple of numbers here.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been relevant.
What did you have?
1.
I got 4 dice. Hey. Alright, well, Cato will take his range 1. Come on. Oh, this is 2.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And evaded. So
I don't get the damn eyeballs. That's what drives me nuts.
Oh, I'm
So
throwing 4 or 5 dice and it's consistently getting pretty much nothing. Why went?
shooting.
Doesn't have a shot.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Blue scale on Y.
on the Y-wing.
Okay, okay. Hydrodominatus.
1 hit.
Yeah.
A dead Y-wing. Wasn't doing much anyway.
No, once you didn't do the damage to Cattle, there's no point taking a range 1 shot at Cattle. You might as well get the easier points.
Yeah.
It's still a ship off the table. 1 less thing to worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. Take the ship off when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Maston now is in the way.
I can't do simple arithmetic now. I've been looking at X-wing numbers for too long.
Yes, 29 plus 27 is 56. Not that the scores are particularly relevant, since it's to the death.
They're there, we may as well track them.
They are.
Can you grab me a last bottle of water from behind your laptop, please?
So,
You know what would help? Carbohydrates.
none of those for you.
No. Unfortunately, no.
So, interesting choices here. Bit of mind games. I know what I would do
I know exactly what I would do.
from both sides.
From both sides. Yes. It's not X-Wing math, it's just like adding two numbers together, like 29 and 27, so that I can update the scores.
That's not math, that's
And then-
mental arithmetic.
And then looking at it and going, is this 60 something? Oh, I don't know what's happening now. How can it be 60? I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I so stupid?
Yes. Adding 20 something to 20 something
Can't
cannot
be
be
60.
60 something.
No. I don't even know if Ian's got 50 points or not. I just made that up. I thought it was a good number to put in.
Well, he's got 33 plus 17, so that is in fact correct.
I almost typed in 51, but I'm sure it rounds down. I'm sure if you round it down, it's 50.
I told my wife I'd be home by around 8 o'clock.
Why would you lie?
Actually, no, I said I'd be done by around 8 o'clock.
So this looks about like the setup you need for tomorrow's tables.
Yeah, actually,
Have you not
Not
got something else on
too-
tomorrow instead of a paint?
well, I need to put tables there for X-Wing / Armada because we've got hero clicks on the
Yeah.
upper mess, but I will need to move some of these big tables.
I think we should record something tomorrow so I don't have to tidy up. we should
War
stream,
machine
I
goes
think.
here.
I think you guys should demand that we stream tomorrow as well, so that I don't have to tidy things away tonight and can leave earlier.
Oh, you're right. Yes,
You're not left.
you are not left. Okay. Have they placed some dials yet?
No. Trying to get with I Spy. It's really good radio.
Demand what Chris said.
So the people want streams tomorrow, and I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it ain't happening in this spot because of the war machine right here.
No one plays War Machine anymore. It's a dead game.
So, got any plans for next week?
Pure Assault. Gonna not win that regional.
But you're using your buy.
I'm using my buy. I'm right. I need to,
And Kyle's already won a regional.
yeah.
So, he can't win. Well, he can't win and keep the buy.
No, but it's not the buy that's important. It's the trophy that's important. Because if he gets the both trophies, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. I don't care as long as I can take Kyle out for running.
That's your plan.
Yeah.
Do you know what list he's running?
He'll be running the same list again. He's too competitive to take a soft list now. He's won. I was going to.
So, you just take the hard counter.
There isn't really a hard counter. It's all on the skill. That's why Imperial Assault's far superior to X-Wing in all its forms.
You need to start packing up tables. I can't have you sat next to me after saying such things.
What I need to do is actually practice playing Imperial Assault. The last time I played was at the regional. I've had 0 practice games.
Where he lost Carl
Yeah.
in the final. Monday Night Gaming.
So we're going to have some live studio audience.
Or we make Jacob play. Well, I will be playing
Board games.
Pandemic Legacy.
You've
So I'm gonna
abandoned it.
finish the campaign finally. But then the week after.
Shall we get takeout for tomorrow? Just in case we're still here. Because dials still haven't been placed.
You know, you have to play styles in order to be able to like play the game.
This is the worst one. Sorry. Focus.
You can't take actions until you've done your
Don't.
maneuver.
I didn't think, man. I didn't think in peace. There we go. See, pick that one up.
See, it just randomly keeps like going up. I don't know.
Yeah, ran.
Flashpoint. I've played it.
Throw it over to the desk while we're waiting.
We could do a little song and dance routine for you guys if we put the camera back on the desk.
Don't offer things like that if you're not going to follow through because they will demand it.
Oh, I'll follow through. In my pants.
Oh, we've got dials placed and stuff happening.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Ah.
So it's not
Alright.
the move I would have done.
See, that is the move I would have done.
I would have hard wand into the torpedo scout.
See, my thinking was, if he hard ones into the torpedo scout, and the torpedo scout does a sloop left, then he just seems a bit stupid. This way,
My
he-
thinking was that it guarantees you 2 shots on a torpedo scout. Because Calvin's obviously, well,
See that? This is exactly what I was thinking both players would do.
yeah.
But that's why it was a bit of mind games. Because if Ian did the hard left and then Calvin did the hard right, then Ian's happy.
Yeah,
And
that's why I would have done the hard one move. There's
but
no downside. Well, you've done the move. What are you going
He
to do?
hasn't done his action.
oh, I'm not
so-
talking about actions.
So, by doing his action, is he going to hard one into a turn that you didn't do?
Yeah.
Well, just do our commentary. You concentrate putting dials down in a speedly fashion.
Yes.
Talking about like what the game would
Yeah. So,
Oh, I thought they were talking about what the other guy. Anyway, sorry.
so I would have, by leaving the Bumpmaster where it was, worst case is that he swoops away, so you still get a shot on him.
Right. But he shoots first.
But you can't kill him. As in, a Bumpmaster should not die this round with 6
Well, if-
health left.
But if it did the hard left and stayed where it was, and Zuckus just does like a 1 forward, then he's gonna.
Yeah, but he still won't die.
Well, he might if he's taking both shots, because he'd be taking Zuckus
Yeah,
and
but you and I have very different definitions.
the.
everybody who can.
Another shield off Zuckus. Anti-pursuit lasers doing work this game.
Yeah. So,
Light him up.
and the reason I would want it is that you want Zuckus to have this shot.
Spending, so spending tight lock, 1 hit so far. And still 1 hit. 2 hits, sorry.
Hey.
Evaded.
All right. Well, there's. I guess the guy can shoot. Your 80 dice.
He shoots before. You,
Oh, sorry. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's terrible because I just had exactly the roll I needed.
should have saved it.
Oh, yep. Shooting on, getting nothing but hits out. Oh.
1
No.
hit. Ian, 1 hit.
Green dice. Not red dice.
It's getting late.
Roll the dice.
Alright, ready? You know, the next 5, I didn't roll a single blank. I was trying to get them all out.
So, yeah, there was some difficult decisions last round. It could have gone either way. Doing it the way Ian did meant there was only going to be one shot on Kato, who is the
No, because
Closest to
if
death.
Calvin hadn't have forced a bump, he would have had 2 shots in Calvin.
well. No,
So Calvin
what
chose
I'm
to-
saying is, assuming if Ian is thinking Calvin's going to do the sloop, then he would also do a move with Kato to, assuming the same thing.
Yeah.
As it was, he did the K-turn, which was blocked. So less mass, less things to think about this time. Hopefully the dials will go down a little quicker.
Alrighty. Intelligence agents. This guy. For that.
So, Bumpmaster doing a sloop. And taking a target lock. And not.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You saw my dialogue.
I just wanted to verify because I thought it had gone the other way when I looked at it. I was like, wait a minute.
A not very
What if I made a
surprising.
mistake?
Not very surprising hard left one. And I want to bank, clear the stress. And he takes a focus.
You know what I would have done? I would have fired a tractor beam by now.
That is why you fail.
It's filled with wind.
He's gonna take the barrel roll.
Into range 1. Also
Into
gives
range
him
one.
a rock, it looks like.
He has a target lock. Range 1. Giving an extra die. So 5 dice with target lock. A little better than.
Still can't come through for him.
Oh, come on. That's 2. Oh, he's dead this turn.
That is.
Probably this turn.
That is Kato down to 1 hull.
Why did you roll 4 dice?
Yeah. I only gave you 1. So you only rolled 3 dice.
That is correct.
You only rolled 3 dice.
You rolled 4 dice.
Rank 1, so you
Yeah.
roll 2 plus 1 for.
Yeah, you rolled
toughness.
4.
You rolled 4. Oh. So you get to reroll. So you might actually do better.
Okay. Well. 1 dice too many.
So range 2, 20.
I was wondering if it was a rock I couldn't see, that was all.
1, 2.
This is just.
Because you are hard carrying today.
Zuckus doing work.
I said the Zuckus factor comes in.
Fairing today.
He needed to. Torpedoes didn't quite get it done.
The placement of the scouts in the early rounds didn't give Calvin a chance to use his torpedoes as well as he wanted to.
Is it my eyesight or does that look blurry, that screen?
You've just been looking at it for too long.
Probably. So, things are swinging.
Just need to invest in some more expensive cameras right after we've got better mics.
Yeah.
If you want to see this happen quicker, you should all give me money so that I can buy them for Dice Out Productions and then not let Greg use them but show him how good the quality is, and then he'll be forced to buy them for the store.
Ready? All intelligence agent him for the 3K. 3K? Oh, he's got a 3K.
He's got a 3K.
Son of a...
I did a 3K earlier this day.
No, and I
Suckers.
even looked it up and I just totally forgot.
Zuckus. He's got a 3K.
Well, take all the mystery out of life.
Hey, he took the mystery out of it.
If only it saved Boba Fett and could get rid of that intel agent. What's it gonna do?
Here's the mystery. Mystery solved.
Running
I can
the
turn
other
autofocus back on if you like.
way. I'll pass on that.
And no mystery. Range 3 shot.
Is that any better? It does focus on the middle of the table.
So you got 4 on this one.
Alright, 4 on 4.
I know he's got a token. I make him spend it on the defense. He's reasonably good there. 3.
I always use Zuckus' ability. What's the point in taking him if you're not going to use it?
Well, like I say, if you're unmodified and then modified, then it's actually in their favor if that's like the only shot. Obviously, if there's other things going on, other shots and what have you, then
I just reset the focus. I did not leave autofocus on.
saw that.
Just chats saying they don't want autofocus. Quite correct.
So I'm assuming nothing happened with that shot.
1 damage.
1 damage to...
Yeah. So the shields are down on the bunkers.
Okay.
I will let it stand. Master's choice.
This is the time where the Bump Master being PS2 starts to nip.
Yep. What?
Of course.
It's good. Spend that token to survive. Yeah, I mean, trying to kill that last scout.
Remember, these final to a death games can swing through
Oh yeah.
weirdness. So the game is by no means over.
Weirdness.
That's exactly how it swings.
Pretty much toast. It's too much time.
And then grab a range right down.
No intel agent. No spoiling it.
Mystery is preserved.
Yay!
template is actually touching it, but not overlapping.
As long as it's not overlapping, then
Yeah,
you're
not
good.
overlapping.
Yeah.
That's why I stated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because
You can be touching it,
Yeah,
but not
that's fine,
overlapping.
man. That's fine.
Doing dishes. Yeah,
I'd
lazy.
be doing dishes if I'd have had anything to eat to then do dishes into. I'm so grumpy. I need carbohydrates, man.
Should we order a
Stupid
pizza?
diet. Oh,
Pizza?
I can't have pizza
Why not?
because they've got carbohydrates in them, and I don't want to be a big fatty fat.
You can have them.
I can, yeah. Just like you can have cherry coke.
And
The
I
difference
do.
is
I can and do.
I have willpower. I'll happily be a grumpy asshat. Yeah. I'm going home and then we're going watching X-Men Apocalypse tonight, maybe.
So, Zuckus does take one from anti-pursuit labels.
Half point for Zuckus. Yeah. Looks,
Zuckus
looks like a large base ship. I'm going to give him half points in this case anyway, because it's to the death.
Alright. I do not in office. Like,
That looks like a big nothing.
Shooting back.
Is good.
So nothing happened to anybody.
Well,
ever?
Zuckus lost the shield.
sorry, that's your now. They get your answer now. That's right.
Anti-pursuit lasers.
I know, I sort of wrote it.
Anti-pursuit lasers.
Only Boba Fett was a thing.
Sacrifice his life for the good of getting rid of that TLT.
Someone put a bounty out on that TLT.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a gunner for a TLT. No, it's BTL, so I didn't need a gunner in the back seat. I don't know what to tell you. Someone literally must have put a bounty onto a TLT. Seems strange.
He's jetpacked over there.
Through the void of space. The
Yeah.
cold, cold void of space.
Yeah. Jetpacked over.
Maybe he just opened the back door and shot his harpoon at it and just pulled it off. Maybe he didn't even need to use his jetpack. If that is the case, I would be questioning the engineering. The armourers should have a look at the mounting brackets. Probably need to tighten them up a little bit.
Yeah. I need to lose 20 pounds. But cherry coke is just so delicious.
People won't understand because not from Preston. Has anyone told you that Will Grigg's on fire?
Well, someone should put him out.
Your defence is terrified.
Oh, God. The only good football song is
Don't say free lines. Don't say free lines. Don't say free lines.
the one with John Barnes rapping
Oh, the John Barnes rap.
in the New Order.
Not about pass and move, it's a Liverpool groove. You're not a big fan of. Oh, come on, you Reds, come on, you Reds. Just keep your bottle and use your heads for 90 minutes. We'll let them know it's Man United. Here we go.
I'm getting the hits I don't need.
Another. So that's a damage on Zuckus, I believe.
So that's.
That was a damage on Zuckus, right?
Yes.
That was a damage
So,
on Zuckus from
What's
APL.
the game state at the moment, Calvin? Just to make.
3 health on Zuckus, 2 health on
5 on Roger Master.
Yeah.
Is that your
I was a little surprised with what just happened.
firing back? Come on, now's the time. I need something.
So
No damage.
No damage to the jump master.
But Zuckus has taken 2 in 2 turns, so slowly being whittled down. There is a game on. And the game is, are Chris and I ever going to get home to see our respective wives and eat some food? Place your bets now.
The winner will get to come in and cover the rest of this game. No expenses paid trip to a Sentry Box.
Tiles not yet down, so I'm not going to say too much. Yeah, when I told my wife I'd be done by 8, I was actually hoping that I would be home by 8.
So my hope to be home by like 5:30 was
Oh,
soon
yeah.
crushed when, you know, more than the 3 people we had pre-registered turned up.
Yes, I will be reverting to a must pre-register format because it is.
I feel like we don't just enforcing. I like that we actually enforced that if you're not here in the registration period, fine, you
Well-
can play, but you have a loss.
Yeah,
I feel like it should be enough to start driving people in the correct direction. Baby steps. So a turn or 2 positioning for Calvin, probably on the cards.
yeah,
It was also Brandon as well.
Yeah.
2 people turned up after the cut. We could have matched them against each other, but they were both late, so we both got a loss.
yeah. I mean, it was pretty clear on the event what the timing was for things. So if people are expecting that they can show up later and then everything be fine, that's not cool. It is not cool to hold up the tournament and make us wait, especially when we're still here. You know, these tournaments go long, and as the organizers, anything we can do to get things running smoothly and as quickly as possible, I'm gonna do it. So I will not be having players showing up late and expecting to just jump in or get a buy or whatever. By all means, slag Terrence though. I mean, that's something everyone wants to do.
Who was this on? Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, I should clarify. Oh, unless it's crit. One less attack. Yeah, it's not useless.
Attack 1.
So Boy Scout took a crit, which reduces his primary by 1.
Oh yeah, everyone's favourite 1 attack turret.
Not if he gets into range 1. Well, fixes that crit. Could do that too.
So Ian still has 5 health on the Bumpmaster. So that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. 3? Zuckus actually did stuff.
No, the
I didn't spend my focus to.
Oh yeah, the blue, yeah.
Oh, so I would have been all excited that the PS2 Bumpmaster might pull it out, but
Yeah. When I saw Calvin roll the dice, I thought it was 2 hits, but I didn't see what happened with the green dice.
I must have gone into a daydream of cake, pizza.
So we went away for Alex's birthday.
I know, you
And-
Alex is Greg's 1-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
so
it's-
1 year and like 4 days.
Yeah. So Tracy, my wife, made some little cakes, and she took one, so it would be Alex's birthday cake, and we could like actually give her some cake. She's never had cake, and she's like starts eating it, and then moments later just spits it all out.
So she was just thinking, she's 1 now. A moment on the lips, years on the hips.
Yeah. But it was okay. Daddy stepped in and ate the rest of the
The
cake.
rest of it, oh, what a guy.
I took one for the team and ate the rest of it.
Why is that gone so loud? Oh dear.
It's this
I
awesome.
hate this mic.
It's amazing.
I said,
It's probably the TV, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me if Megan was downstairs just playing with the remote, turning the volume up and down just to mess with us.
is the store still open?
Please.
Is everybody in tomorrow?
Yes, he's dead.
Cassie is not in tomorrow. And I can't remember if anyone is covering for her. Probably not.
No.
So the Boy Scout finally
Bites the dust.
does bite the dust. So we're down to a 3-hole Zuckus versus a 3-hole Bumpmaster.
I feel like
Chicken tonight.
exactly. I will probably be having chicken tonight, and beef and pork, because I can eat lean meat. But I feel like Ian needs to dance. He needs to make this Bumpmaster dance now. If he can get out of arcs with it, which is hard when he's moving first, but he has the tools.
Does have an intel agent.
I wasn't sure if you could do a 1. So I'm like, you probably would try to finish me if that were the case.
So, gets rid of stress.
Is
Gets
that the evade token? Yeah, it takes the evade. So, rain free for a rock, you'd have to hope that he's going to be okay.
Could get hit crit. And give it the old major explosion into.
So 2 hits, 1 evade and the evade token, 0 damage. So, safe play by Calvin, makes sense.
Sorry?
Chris did indeed get his signed Boba Fett's.
What's the question? Did you have one? Oh, sorry. Did you have one? Oh, you're talking to that. No, I'm talking to you. The 1 fork? Did you have the 1 fork? Oh, yeah. I know. Why? What did I say? Oh, no. What? No, I didn't. You said something like you thought they could stop. No, I said I wasn't sure if you could fit a 1 hard. I thought you might try 1 hard in there. Because I was like, yeah, it looks like it did hit the rock, so
So it's down to the wire. I think I think it's those. I think.
I'm gonna have to look. Really good radio because we can't talk too loud. We'll always have a boat times. Yeah. So it is that one.
Yeah. That's
You
what I
were
thought.
correct. I was incorrect in my assumptions.
There's not many that have.
Oh. Yeah.
So, an exciting conclusion to this most thrilling of games.
It's a tense game.
It is a
Doesn't have
tense
to be
game.
exciting to be tense. That's right, isn't it?
Doesn't have to be tense to be exciting
Yeah.
either.
I've seen some amazing 0-0 draws played out. Yeah. Not when Will Grigg's playing now, because he's on fire. You should all Google it. Go onto YouTube and search for Will Griggs on fire, and download it from iTunes. It all goes to a good cause. Blah blah blah.
Jacob, I can only say I entirely agree. And at least you're at home.
It could have been worse. I could have started recording because I feel like the hard drive would have filled up by now.
Actually, I can't remember what time we started, but I think it was around 6 or a little after.
6:30, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, I think we're at
I think
90
it was.
minutes now.
I think it was a little earlier than that.
We're not doing a good enough job of commentary. We need to get more colour into the colour commentary.
Yeah.
Are you play by play today, or is that me? I don't know. Whose responsibility is the colour commentary? So
Blue, silver,
Wave 9.
blue.
Wave 9.
Yeah, we've talked about Wave 9. It's old news.
Veterans, have you heard? There's an Imperial Veterans box been made
I don't believe you.
in China somewhere.
I don't believe that
I
at
think the
all.
boat sank.
I think it's a myth.
Somalian pirates are all playing X-Wing. They only have defenders and bombers.
Yeah.
We could also talk about Heroes of Resistance.
We could.
So
See, I think people are thinking Heroes of the Resistance is going to come out before Wave 9 because they did the announcement first. But there is absolutely no guarantee.
I think Heroes of Resistance is going to come out before Veterans. Please, just give me my Defender fix. Let me put Defenders on the table. Take my money.
You can put them on the table right now, Chris.
I can. I can do. I'll have. Not so much do anymore. I started liking winning and then stopped liking winning, but didn't go back to Defenders for some reason. So I do think we should play I Spy. So I Spy with my Sentry Box I. Something beginning with L. So come on Twitch stream. What can I see that begins with L? Best game ever. He'll not know if I'm lying.
Just letting my wife know that I won't be back to see her ever again because I don't think this game is going to
sorry,
end.
I can nail. You only get one guess in Chris's Russian roulette of I Spy. It was not lots of tokens.
It was a good guess though.
It's not lights. It was in fact a laptop. It was a laptop we're doing the stream from.
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Did I guess right?
Oh, sorry, we've moved. We're into the activation phase.
And now I forget he has a cager, and I got so used to his 3.
The 4K.
I don't think you are either, which might be involved. It's fine.
is.
range 2.
Was that the 4K or the 3?
Four.
That was the 4.
So the move we were discussing was whether they had a 5K, because I would have dialed in the 5, but I didn't like the 4.
Evaded.
Alright, well, this one will be less
There,
stressful.
Darth Nacho. Are you kidding me? There are no Imperial veterans sighted anywhere in any hemisphere.
You've got to remember that we've seen, Wave 4 for Armada. I've seen models for that in cabinets. I've seen models for Wave 9 in cabinets. I've seen Wave 9 in its packaging. I've not seen veterans. I think it was a myth. I
They
think
don't even have to make new models.
FFG
new
just
paint
trolled
jobs.
us. I don't email me. Just send me an email, Chris. Just use this. It's okay. You have our written consent.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So after that brief spurt of activity of no damage on either side, we're back to dials.
Yeah.
I feel like we should put a time limit on, when the store closes. An hour and 4 minutes.
Alright.
Yep.
When you're ready. 3 straight. I didn't think you did either.
If I go short,
Yeah, no, I set it down. Edge target marker. It's turned. Let's see what Bill does not hit.
So,
Nothing from PTO. Painting techniques. So we want a painting stream as well. I should have got a paint site. Could have been all over it. My Imperial socks could be done.
watching paint dry. More thrilling than the
It's fine.
alternative.
We're speeded up now. We're getting into a game.
This doesn't.
So
Look like-
I feel like Calvin's got a better positioning this bump, especially with the APL not doing damage.
I don't know.
Ian's got a lot of options to consider, whereas in Calvin knows that certain directions will put Ian across that rock. So
So,
yeah.
I think that was realistically Calvin's only option. Which is
Well, it was
placing right
it was
now,
a
too
correct. It was a correct option. He could have gone forwards or left, but that just plays into Bumpmaster's hands.
yeah, like there's no way he could do.
It takes the evade. And again, a correct call.
Target lock. 1 out of 6. Urgh.
Calvin rolls the dice anyway, but took the evade token. This is why I was saying I thought Calvin had a better of a position from that range.
You guys always have cameras.
Because we're always live commentating. Do you want to sit down and join in?
I need to get my live on air
We
sign
do.
again.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
We need to
Have a studio.
have a studio. Yeah. Len doesn't like his office, does he?
Well, let me think. He used to have his office downstairs in one of the storage rooms, and that room up there used to be a storage room. And then he used to get lots of headaches down in the room downstairs, so he switched to the giant room.
I imagine it's a lot cooler in there.
Yeah, that giant room that has tons of space for all of his stuff. Okay, so now they're both facing opposite directions.
Yeah.
I agree with Jacob.
Oh, I feel like it's the obvious play.
I feel that too.
Some people twice, apparently.
Yeah.
So there's only one move Ian can do.
But it requires a lot of thought.
I suppose he could.
Look at the way I would roll. You haven't taken a hit in like 280.
Second last APL.
So 50% of them.
He's gotten more hits than misses on the APL so far today.
I think if they haven't finished by 10 past it,
Rematch tomorrow.
we split the prizing. We get it.
We'll just pick it up tomorrow. It's okay. Tune back in tomorrow, folks, for more exciting X-Wing action.
Nope,
Is that stuff blowing up? Are we recording the wrong table?
that's Chewbacca. Oh, that's Rich.
We could have a tea break. Tea and biscuits. Oh, I can't have biscuits.
No.
Or sugar in my tea.
Nope.
I hate tea without sugar anyway. And I love biscuits. Not as much as Joe. But
Just sloop right.
yeah.
It's the clear
It's,
move.
it's the move you're going to do, unless you're going to do a 3-bank and run away. Those are your two options.
Sloop. Well, I said sloop right, which puts him off the table because I want the game to end.
Oh,
But
sorry, swoop left is the
sloop
obvious one I
left
was
or-
talking about. Yeah, it's the left swoop or the 3-bank.
Or hard turn onto a rock. It's always an option.
4
too.
forwards.
4 forwards.
Right. Calvin has to be doing okay.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. That was my one chance. I thought I had you when I got you there, but then I missed both my attacks and my APL. It's like,
I missed multiple attacks, so.
it's like that was my.
Alright.
Sorry.
I only can't have sugar in my tea whilst I'm on this stupid no-carb diet. Otherwise, I'd have like 15 sugars in my tea, which is why I'm a fat mess. That and all of the pies.
Yeah.
This one sucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We get the pricing because I think we deserve it.
The commentator
For
of the
saying-
year tournament. Oh, the 4K.
I actually was thinking the 4 might be better for.
Yeah, it gives
Future.
him a turn to not take a shot without an action.
Yeah.
So my wife's
And-
just messaged me asking when I think I'll be home.
Never.
Never is the correct response. Oh, it's fine. It takes as long as it takes. There is no pressure on you guys, but don't expect us not to mock you.
This was the one I couldn't get out, so it's like fingers crossed that you don't kill me, right? Lead out, right? There you go.
Yeah. On the boat.
I'm hoping to die long before.
So 3 takes A damage.
Adding the TLT. Yeah. Or sorry. And then spending focus.
So 2. That's 2.
Oh boy, I wish I had the APL now. Okay.
So
And this is going to be the coin flip right here. We're both so close to death.
So I was about to say that I would have been taking evade action every round with
I went
Zuckus.
for the greed. Didn't
Yeah.
pay off.
Yeah.
Kinda
I
wanna-
feel like when you've got the fire control and you're against a 2-attack dice shape, you just take the evade every turn, give him the extra dice every turn, and it should roll into your favour. Bumpmaster on 2 health against Zuckus.
doesn't
So-
get Intel Agent.
He doesn't, but again, the moves should be clear. So, X-Men Apocalypse is at the last showing in Cochrane's at 9 PM.
Well, bad luck.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
So, again, we'll try and fill with some more colour commentary, but this is extremely tight and tense.
There's no colours left.
Oh, so my wife's eating without me now, thanks to her. She's watching as well, so it's good. It's okay, she'll be stuffing her face with
pain.
carbohydrates while she just did a giant run, and I
Yeah.
can't. There you go, Bob. My wife got first woman in a 10k today and beat her personal best. Major Juggler's a runner as well, so I'm sure he appreciates the effort.
Well,
In fact, yeah, it must fit because that's what he was. Yeah.
no, because then last turn he did a 1.
Oh, yeah.
pushing us just a smidge closer for intelligence agent.
Yeah. It's close. It's the narrowest of narrow margins. Any Red
Colour
Dwarf
commentary,
fans?
come on, we need to fill this dead air.
Any Red Dwarf fans out there?
I've got a plan so cunning, you can stick a tail on it. Called a weasel. Much
Except
better. It's better.
Blackadder. I don't know. They're both good, but the only reason I mentioned it is
Smee.
because I said narrowest of narrow margins.
Well, you sure you just want me to tell them that we're all dead, Greg? We've all died of boredom.
Everybody's dead,
But,
Dave.
even Kachansky? Oh,
Oh, Chen isn't, is he? Not Peterson.
oh,
Yes, Dave. Everybody's dead.
we're all dead.
Not Captain Hollister. Todd Hunter. Yes, Dave. Everybody
all
is
dead.
dead, Dave.
That was the last thing I was expecting. I was like, is he going a 1 forward or a 4K turn?
It's the only move that Calvin could do to give him a fighting chance, and it involves you not killing him on this shot.
What you're talking about, if you had 4K turn, you'd be lighting me up.
Yeah.
You'd be on the rock.
Well, 1 straight would have put me on a rock.
Yeah. I feel like...
Not with one hole left, it's not safe.
No.
Alright.
And
That
Ian
is
wins.
it.
And thank you, Clay. That's what I wanted. I wanted your...
That is it.
I thought I was
Despite best overall.
I don't
No.
I don't think
Oh,
I've ever had
dear.
a match go back and forth.
It was always going to be tight. The anti-pursuit ways and the bumping paid off.
Do you want us
So,
to talk now so you can pack up, and then I'll pack up?
no, just pack up. I don't care about interviewing anyone ever again. So I can go to a cinema now.
We've got to pack up everything here. But I will give out prizing.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. So we're not going to do the end interviews and everything because we've got places to be.
And I
But,
don't think
no,
there's anything else to say.
congratulations to Ian. He played well in the last game. Calvin, okay, we can put it to a dead. Fine. Everybody come in for a big. Come on, Ian. Come on and
We've been here long enough. We need to give out the prizing.
cinema, man.
Stars.
Cinema.
So Calvin, second place. That was a long and arduous.
Did you play the Epic Player of the Year?
The what now?
No.
Yeah, I played into both.
There were 3. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
that
don't
first
think
one
you
was
weren't
before you
playing
started.
last
I
year.
joined the week after the first one. So,
So well done.
thank you,
was-
Clay. This is what I really wanted.
That was an impressive.
You'll need to give it
comeback.
us back so that we can get the plaque put on it for you.
That is true. That is
Or
true.
would you not like a plaque? That is an option, right?
Well, that is an option. But if you
We'll
want
see,
a
it's pretty big.
if you want a plaque,
But we got it with space
Sweet,
for a
the
plaque.
tournament one.
Yeah, it's the X-Wing one.
Yeah.
Just an actual X-Wing.
so yeah.
Holy smokes, you guys are... Oh, because it's been piling up for the year.
That's right. So yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So
thank you guys.
a good turnout by everyone. We will be
the
back
wrong
on
call.
Monday. Unfortunately, I don't believe we'll be able to stream tomorrow because Greg's a big meanie. And frankly, if I can check for schedule and there's enough people, I might not even come to work tomorrow.
Yeah. No, you're coming to work tomorrow.
Oh, damn you.
Now you said
to hell.
it. Your shot of the manager. Bad play. Bad call.
It's
Yes.
okay. I completed my assistant manager shift today as well, apparently.
Yeah.
That was
Do you
until
One of
9.
these, Chris?
I do need one of those. Thank you. None for Greg though, because he sucks.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's okay.
Appreciate that.
Yep, tune in on Monday, or if you missed any of today's games, I will put the entire show onto YouTube probably, which will take 1 trillion years. And then I'll edit down the highlights, so we'll have some individual games on there as well.
Or, you know, fast forward through the 15-minute dial placements. But yes.
That was a good 3-round game. I don't know what you're talking about. An hour per round.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys.